According to this guy, people are about to FOMO into XRP hard because of a few different factors, and this could end up pushing the price significantly up from where we are today. On a technical level, we also have an interesting thing forming on the XRP chart that I want to discuss. Plus, I want to talk about the news that is affecting the market so you guys can be fully up to date. Please remember that nothing in my videos is financial advice, and if I can ask you a favor, guys, I am focusing on XRP here on this channel, and if you do appreciate these daily market updates, I would really appreciate just one thing in return, and that's if you smash the subscribe button. We're growing relatively fast here on this channel, but I want to grow even faster. I want to break 25,000 followers as quickly as possible. So if you can help me out, guys, it's just a little press, and let's jump straight into it. So we can see here from Ted, XRP is looking primed for the next leg up. First, it broke out of its downtrend, then successfully flipped that into a resistance level into a support. If Ripple managed to hold above $2.40, I think it could hit $2.90 to $3 in the coming weeks. So let's test that out over on our XRP chart. And by the way, guys, I recently opened a Solana position and an Ethereum position to see if we can catch some of this upside. Both of these have a stop loss just in case something happens and the market does flip. I know exactly how much money I stand to lose. If you guys do want to do something similar, you can trade over on Blowfin, and Blowfin is a really exceptional platform that not only lets you trade from anywhere in the world without providing any personal details, but it also lets you trade XRP on the spot market, on the futures market, along with all your other favorite altcoins, and also, of course, the copy trading situation that we've been following over from Quantoshi. Quant Trading, developed by Quantoshi, who I personally follow with my own money, guys. And so far, it's been playing out really well. So if you want to check this out as maybe something else to add to your arsenal of diversification in your portfolios, you can head to the links down there in the description to Blowfin. All of the information there, if you want to copy these guys, is there. And of course, if you just want a new exchange for your arsenal, the links for it are down there in the description. And guys, they're giving away XRP for everyone who comes and signs up and trades using my link. Now, with that said, I also am seeing something similar in the chart as we just spoke about from Ted. We broke out of a resistance here, and we came down to perfectly retest our liquidity zone. It's funny how very simple TA. Look at this. We had this zone drawn out before it came down, and you can see we've had 2 wicks down to this exact zone, and hopefully now we are pushing above it. This is the daily chart, right? And you can see there's a very clear uptrend for XRP. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, guys. So I think this is looking very relatively nice. You can also see our XRP trade here printing money at the moment, and I'm hoping it does go significantly higher. Now, I myself personally like to use the low leverage strategy that we talk about. I never really go higher than 3x on our altcoins until sometimes I do remove some of my margin. If I want that margin for somewhere else and we're in significant profit, one interesting thing you can do is actually increase the leverage, which means you still have the same upside, but you can remove some of your margin from the trade. So that's pretty interesting. If you want me to go through a video here on this channel as to how I do that, let me know down there in the comment section. Now, on top of this, we also have this from Dave Portnoy. He's basically saying how money might flow into XRP soon. Let's hear what he had to say.
I remember I was trying to buy an apartment in Miami, and I got outbid by a crypto bro. And I'm just like, that bastard. Yeah, he just bought, he heard about Bitcoin when it was, I don't know, $8, $7. It's up on 100. I've slaved for 20 years, and he just outbid. So yes, there's 100% of FOMO on everything. I think that's the meme coin. That's general. I mean, I don't know, Bitcoin. I don't know if there's as much FOMO now. It's so established, but that's why I'm in XRP. That it's FOMO. It's not like I have some grand belief in it, but it's what, $2, 40 cents or something like that. It's like, what if that's the next Bitcoin? So FOMO, I think, plays a huge part.
So given that, very interesting and quite a good point. Like we've discussed here on this channel before, people come over to CoinMarketCap, right? And they see Bitcoin like $103,000. I can't afford that. Then they go to Ethereum like $2,500. I can't afford that. Then they see XRP at $2.42 as the top 3 altcoin. They're probably like, Great opportunity. Now, if we go further, we got Bitcoin, Solana, and Dogecoin and Cardano are only the ones, or Tron, are the three that are cheaper than XRP. But a lot of people know about XRP. A lot of people are excited about the plans for XRP. And exactly like Dave Portnoy was saying, this could flood money into XRP from people who are FOMOing in, who think Bitcoin and Ethereum are too expensive. Remember, the most important thing, though, is the market cap. And XRP really isn't that far off Ethereum's market cap. So I think the upside is maybe about a 4x from where we sit right now. If all of the dominoes fall perfectly and everything goes very, very bullish for the market. That's my bull case. All right, guys? It might not go that high, or we might go significantly higher. It's always good to understand that I don't know what's coming next because I am, of course, not a financial advisor. So this is just what I think in my opinion, but I think it's good to have realistic price expectations. As you guys know, if you've been watching the channel before, or if you're new here, I have two ways I like to trade: spot market, low leverage. The low leverage strategy, which you see over here, I simply take profits from this, so I don't feel emotional about not taking profits yet from my spot bag. Then when we see the whole market get euphoric, we see big moves like we saw here, guys. This is a perfect example of a big move. See this move? Right here at $2.75, right, not the exact top, but near the top. That's where I actually took 25% of my spot bag, okay, when we have amazing moves like this. So if we see another crazy move like that, I will take money from my spot bag. And a lot of people don't like that, and I understand. But before you click off this video, before you unsubscribe, understand that I really think it's important to see videos that may not necessarily agree with the way you think, because it's good to get a collective idea. You can watch people who are super bullish that think XRP is going to $10,000. You can watch people that are really bearish on XRP. And then I sit kind of in the middle, which I think is a realistic outlook. Feel free to subscribe if you do like that mentality, and I would really appreciate that in return. Now, on top of this, we also have the president saying that the US will send letters to countries for new trade deals. Remember, the market was very uneasy with all of the trade war tensions that was going on. So this is going to further bolster people's confidence in the market and confidence in these deals actually happening. Now, we also have massive news coming out, like Florida's pension fund just revealed buying 86 million of MicroStrategy, $86 million. We also had $5 billion of Bitcoin buying in the just last 7 days. Bitcoin buying news. Absolutely wild. Goldman Sachs disclosing owning 1.65 billion, Abu Dhabi Sovereign Wealth Fund, Michael Saylor's strategy, Hong Kong, and we also have Next Technology with 600 million. It's absolutely wild amounts of buying, guys. And I think that this is going to continue to happen. And I think this will spill over into the altcoins, which after a little bit of a pullback yesterday are now bouncing back. And I think hopefully we will see XRP break $2.65 very soon. And right now, this looks like on a technical level, it is gearing up for that. So time's going to tell, and I'll keep you guys up to date with exactly what I'm doing. But if you want to hear about my trades whenever I open them, there is the Crypto Strategy School linked in the description. And if you want a place to trade, Blowfin is down there. No KYC, no VPN, no personal details that you have to provide, and you can access it from anywhere in the world. And if we do go quickly, just check out Quantoshi. Can we see my trades? Current position, we're in $263 of profit, and then trade history, and then we see $8,000 of profit here. Of course, this is including fees and all of that stuff, so it's a little bit less than this, but I think that this is a very interesting opportunity. Quantoshi, go and research them, quantoshi.com. We're not following a person who's trading, we're following an algorithm, which I think is pretty exciting, and it gives me a little bit of diversification to my portfolio. There's no guarantee that this will generate profits. You guys need to do your own research. I'm using my own money for this. So feel free to check it out down there in the description, and make sure you grab those XRP bonuses while you still can. This is going to run out very soon. So go and grab it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.